Okay guys, I was looking at this CERN video, and in the video they talked about CERN discovering a hidden dimension. So when I heard that, I immediately started thinking about Dolores Cannon, because Dolores Cannon said that we are ascending to a higher vibration. And she said that higher vibration, or that higher frequency that we're ascending to, is a new dimension or a higher dimension, which she calls 5D. So I'm like, are they talking about 5D? And they just don't want to tell us? That's why they say hidden dimension? And the next thing I thought about is, what is a dimension, first of all? Because I've heard dimensions before from scientists and these people that study the so-called universe. So I'm like, what is a dimension? And why are we in a third dimension? Because that's the dimension that they call right now that we're in, is the third dimension. So, I had to go down that rabbit hole. So let me explain my findings. So I'm going to explain the first dimension. So imagine a straight line, and you can only move forward and backwards. No left, no right, no up, no down. You can only move forward and backwards. That's kind of boring, isn't it? I think so. Now here's the second dimension. You got length and width. You can move left. You can move right. You can move forward. You can move backwards. But you still can't jump off the paper, because this is a flat surface. And when I read that, I started thinking about the video game. You know how the video game, the surface is flat and the character really can only run forward or backwards, and they can jump, and that's about it. And I also thought about the levels in a video game. You know how they conquer one level or get through one level and go to the next level. The whole scenery looks different. So it's similar to a dimension. So a level in a video game is like you going to a higher dimension, because you'll be able to do more things and the scenery look totally different. Now, the third dimension, which is the dimension where we live in. So this dimension has first and second dimension, but it also has height. So now you can move forward, backwards, left and right, up and down, and you're able to observe or see or experience everything around us, like a house, like your phone, and like your body exists in 3 dimensions. Now guys, before I move on, if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about for as reality, dimensions, consciousness, I created an ebook that explains all this, and it's inspired by Dolores Cannon, and you could check it out right below this video. Also guys, since this planet is ascending to a higher vibration, you need to protect your body, because as you ascend to a high vibration, your body is going to go through a lot of changes. So that's why I take Vibe High supplement. They are made where they can help your body. So if you want to check out these supplements, you can get them right below this video. You're going to see a link that says Vibe High supplements. Okay guys, the next thing I want to talk about is the fourth dimension. So what is the fourth dimension? They rarely talk about the fourth dimension. These people out here that talks about certain dimensions. They don't talk about fourth dimension that much. But what I found out is fourth dimension is time and space. Now we get to the fifth dimension. So Dolores Cannon says the fifth dimension is a higher consciousness. And she said in this dimension there'll be less negativity, less disease, less separation, and just more of everybody living in unity and as one. But CERN and other scientists have said that this hidden dimension is just something so small we can't witness it or we can't experience it because it's too small. But they believe that's another dimension. Whatever they saw using the collider, that's what they call with CERN. They call it a collider. That's what they use to explore the universe and black holes and whatever other thing they are looking for. But they say when they use this, they found this so-called other dimension, but we can't experience it. So I'm like, why would you mention this if it's nothing that we can't experience? I'm like, are you not telling us everything? And is Dolores Cannon right that there is a fifth dimension, it probably several more dimensions, and they know about it and they don't want to tell us? Or they just discovering this and letting us know? And have Dolores Cannon been right this whole time? Because she's been saying this in all her teachings for years and years. But this stuff right here, they talking about a hidden dimension, is something new that just came out. But maybe they already knew this and they just not telling us for some odd reason. They tell us things all the time, but come to find out, these things was already been discovered a long time ago, but they wait at certain times to let us know about these things. So I'm like, are they telling us this right now because they know that a lot of people are waking up to Dolores Cannon teachings? A lot of people are finally figuring out what's really going on? Or they know that this planet is going to a higher frequency and going into another dimension, and they're trying to let us know before that actually happened. So what you guys think? You think there's a fifth dimension, or do you think that CERN, or do you think what CERN said is correct? There's a hidden dimension, but we can't experience it, and it's just there. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know. Also, guys, if you want to join into the discussion about these type of things, I'm starting a podcast. And that podcast is going to be, I'm going to be live on this podcast on this channel every Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you have any questions for me, or you just want to join in and listen to what I'm going to talk about on that podcast, be on the lookout for that notification that will let you know when I'm live doing my podcast 8 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. Before you go, guys, check this video out next. I think you'll like it. Peace, get woke, and keep rising.